Across the back of the trailer at the top, there's 3 marker lights. They're a truck light model 15. I'm going to put a small light bar. It's a center high mount stop lamp, which I will also wire so that it functions as marker lights as well as a left turn and right turn signal. So back here behind, I pulled off that aluminum trim piece which spans the width of the trailer. That gave me access to all of the wiring, and it also provides a mounting point for this dome light. I can tell that these lights have been leaking. The one on the left is actually damp right there, right below the hole. Probably the center one is a little bit damp too, and of course you can see some rust across that top frame cross member. This is the corner access panel. I pulled that out on both sides and it exposes the back of the wiring where the tail lights are at. Another part of my lighting upgrades is to replace those 2 tail lights with LED oval tail lights. Looks like I need to get down in there in the corner with the shop vac and clean up all that junk. This is the light bar that I'm going to mount across the top. It's got 4 wires. White is ground, yellow is left turn, green is right turn, brown is tail light. Before you mount the light bar, hook up power to it, to the ground wire and either the yellow or the green wire to see which side is the left and right. That way you can get the light bar oriented the correct direction. And I have ran a bead of sealant around the perimeter of the back side of the light. So I am ready to install this. I've got my screws through the holes. I've already pre-drilled my 2 mounting holes up here. Tomorrow what I'll do is come back and run another bigger bead of sealant across the top of the light. A couple of different ways that you can remove these lights. Sometimes if the hole is just a little bit oversized and the grommet is flexible enough, you can push the light through and the entire grommet will push through. That's not quite the case with this light. Sometimes you can push the light out from the back side. Again, it's still pretty tight in this situation, so I'll use a small flat blade screwdriver and kind of get it behind the back side of the light and just pry it out like that. I'm going to clean this grommet up a little bit. It's pretty dirty. The light plugs in with a 3-prong industry standard connector. I'll pop the grommet back in place. Just slip the light in there, and that's all there is to it. I'll include a link in the description below on where I got the lights. This one is actually about to fall out of the bracket. It should fit a lot more snug in there. It's just a 2-pin connector on the back. Here's the new light. And some LEDs are polarity sensitive, some are not. So before I snap that into the bracket, let's turn it on and make sure it works. It is a little tricky to get it snapped into the connector and oriented in through the hole so it doesn't lose its connector on the back.